Trippie Redd just dropped a video from behind bars, and the internet has officially lost its mind. Yeah, you heard that right, while the rest of us are still trying to process how 6ix9ine's so-called girlfriend got gunned down and what cops are calling a targeted hit. Trippie thought it was the perfect time to hit record. Coincidence? Or the boldest flex in hip-hop history? Now tell me this, what kind of man releases a jailhouse video days after his enemy's inner circle gets wiped out? Is this a warning shot, a confession, or just Trippie being Trippie? And why does it feel like every time you think this beef is over, it comes back 10 times more toxic? Remember, this isn't your everyday rap beef. We're talking years of betrayal, humiliation, and literal blood spilled in the streets. And, now? A mysterious murder, a jailhouse video, and fans asking the question nobody wants to answer: did Trippie finally follow through on those old threats? Buckle up, because this story isn't just messy, it's downright radioactive. And the footage we're about to break down might just flip everything you thought you knew about the Trippie versus 6ix9ine war. Alright, let's set the stage, because this story is juicier than a Kardashian divorce and twice as messy. The headline everyone's screaming about right now? Trippie Redd releases video from jail right after 6ix9ine's girlfriend is killed. Yeah, sounds like a plot twist from some low-budget Netflix crime series, but nope, this is real-life hip-hop drama, baby. And in typical rap beef fashion, it's got everything: betrayal, bloodshed, and enough ego clashes to power an entire season of love and hip-hop. So who are the main players in this circus? On one side, we've got Trippie Redd, the melodic rapper, with rainbow hair extensions, a soft spot for auto-tune, and a knack for turning heartbreak into Spotify streams. On the other side, we've got 6ix9ine, the self-proclaimed king of New York, whose greatest talent isn't rapping, it's surviving scandals that should have ended his career 10 times over. Snitching on his own gang, survived it. Getting jumped at LA Fitness in rainbow shorts, survived it. Becoming a meme every other week, survived it. The man is basically a cockroach in human form, and now death has entered the chat. Because just when people thought this beef had cooled down, boom, 6ix9ine's close associate, Ariella Langosta, gets gunned down in a Mercedes on the Cross County Parkway. Police didn't even bother with the "maybe it's random" script. Nah, they called it orchestrated. Translation: somebody planned this hit with precision. Now here's where it gets spicy. Instead of laying low, instead of saying, "Yo, I had nothing to do with this," Trippie Redd drops a video from jail. Who does that? He's literally sitting in a cell, probably eating state-issued mac and cheese, and he decides it's the perfect moment to film a message for the world. Like, bro, read the room. But wait, why is Trippie even in jail right now? Let's rewind. Trippie's rap sheet is honestly more like a SoundCloud playlist than a criminal record light, forgettable and mostly full of filler. A few fights, an assault allegation, driving without a license, basically misdemeanors. But because this is hip-hop, even a traffic violation gets spun into street cred. Compare that to 6ix9ine, who was literally in federal court for racketeering and conspiracy to commit murder. Yeah, the contrast is wild, but Trippie's problem isn't his charges, it's his theory. This man and 6ix9ine have been beefing since 2017, when their Broman-Stern blood feud exploded over a girl named Alex. Trippie dated her. 6ix9ine swooped in. And suddenly the streets had a front row seat to a soap opera that makes Days of Our Lives look boring. 6ix9ine humiliated him in public, gang members attacked him in a hotel, and the insults just never stopped. And the biggest insult? 6ix9ine snitched in court and dragged Trippie's name into it, calling him a 59 Brims affiliate. Whether true or not, that testimony basically painted Trippie with a giant bullseye. In gang politics, being accused is as dangerous as being guilty. So fast forward to 2025, and Ariella gets murdered. Then Trippie pops up from behind bars like, "Hey guys, what's up, miss me?" You can't script this kind of drama. No wonder. Fans are connecting the dots. The question is, are we watching coincidence or a carefully timed chess move? See, when Trippie's jailhouse video dropped, the internet went from "huh?" to "oh hell no" in about 3 seconds. Fans started freeze framing every second like it was the Zapruder film. Did you see that hand sign? Why did he smirk when he mentioned loyalty? Why is there a dude coughing in the background? Was that a coded message? Bro, people were treating this video like it was the Da Vinci Code. And then the anonymous leaks started rolling in. According to one so-called inside source who conveniently only talks to shady hip-hop blogs at 3 a.m., Trippie supposedly told inmates, "Real payback don't hit the man, it hits the people he loves." That quote spread like wildfire. Did he actually say it? Who knows? But once the streets latch onto a narrative, it doesn't matter what's true, it matters what feels true. Now, add some spice to that stew. Screenshots claiming to show Trippie's commissary receipts. Apparently, he's been buying nothing but ramen noodles, honey buns, and phone cards. Social media spun that into he's running operations from inside. Like, bro, the man can't even get a decent haircut in there, but sure, let's believe. He's orchestrating mob hits between bites of chicken-flavored ramen. But the memes, oh man, the memes went crazy. One viral tweet said, "Trippie Red really dropped the jail vlog like he's Mr. Beast in Rikers." Another posted his mugshot with the caption, "When you kill 6ix9ine's girlfriend but still gotta ask your celly for the Wi-Fi password." The internet does not forgive, but it sure as hell entertains. Meanwhile, 6ix9ine's fans, aka the most chaotic fanbase since Beliebers went full conspiracy mode. They started digging up old Trippie interviews, pulling out random sound bites, where he said stuff like, "The streets don't forget," or "Snakes get cut off." Suddenly, every vague lyric and every old rant turned into a murder confession. It's like watching true crime TikTok, except with more neon hair dye. And don't even get me started on the industry insiders. One unnamed executive told an online forum, "Labels been knew this beef would end badly. It's just business." Business? Somebody's literally dead and these execs are treating it like a marketing rollout. But hey, welcome to the music industry where tragedy and publicity are basically the same thing. Even hip-hop blogs are milking this. Headlines like, "Trippie Red Mastermind or Martyr?" Or "Did 6ix9ine and dig his own grave?" popped up everywhere. Each one more dramatic than the last. Nobody knows the facts, but everyone's cashing in on the chaos. And then, as if the drama wasn't already messy enough, reports dropped that federal investigators are monitoring gang chatter connected to Ariela's death. Translation: the feds are listening and somebody's going down. The question is, will it be Trippie 6ix9ine or some shadowy figure we haven't even seen yet? The fallout was instant. Within hours of Trippie's jailhouse video going viral, lawyers started circling like vultures. Word on the street is that prosecutors are considering reopening old files tied to Trippie and 6ix9ine's past run-ins, basically dusting off receipts, like an ex pulling out screenshots from 2017. And trust me, when the feds want to make an example, they don't need proof, they just need a headline. Meanwhile, 6ix9ine's camp is playing victim for the cameras. But let's not pretend Tekashi hasn't built his career on chaos. His team released a statement calling Ariela's death a tragic loss unrelated to hip-hop politics. Translation: please don't connect us to the streets, we're too busy chasing TikTok streams. But the streets don't care about PR spin. The streets care about bloodlines, reputations, and revenge. And let's not forget, Trippie's own family is now in the spotlight. Anonymous law enforcement sources claim his relatives are being monitored for suspicious money transfers. Instagram detectives even pointed out that his cousin suddenly flexed a new Rolex. Coincidence or blood money? Depends on how deep down the conspiracy rabbit hole you want to go. The craziest this video? This beef is now bleeding into politics. A city council member in New York actually called for an investigation into rap-related gang violence. Like, bro, we've got inflation, housing crises, and climate change, but sure, let's prioritize a feud between two rappers with rainbow aesthetics. Nothing screams America like lawmakers chasing clout off hip-hop drama. Public reaction, of course, is split down the middle. Half the internet is screaming free Trippie like he's Nelson Mandela with face tattoos, and the other half is convinced he's basically Pablo Escobar with a SoundCloud account. TikTok. Edits are flooding for you pages, slow motion shots of Trippie's jail video set to sad piano music, dramatic captions like "The streets never forget." At this point, the drama isn't just entertainment, it's become digital folklore. But here's the real kicker. Whispers are circulating that 6ix9ine in himself might be next. Not necessarily on the streets, no, some insiders are saying the feds want him locked up again for probation violations. Imagine the irony: two rivals, both behind bars, both claiming innocence. While fans argue about whose rainbow aesthetic shines brighter in NUGSHOT. So what happens now? Best case scenario, investigators chalk this up as gang violence. The case goes cold and Trippie drops a comeback album from jail that charts just because controversy sells. Worst case, someone else ends up in a coffin before this war cools down. Because let's face it, this isn't just about music anymore. This is ego, pride, and survival. So, now the million-dollar question: is Trippie Reed a cold-blooded mastermind flexing from behind bars? Or just a rapper caught in the crossfire of a beef that refuses to die? Did 6ix9ine finally push the wrong buttons, or are we all just pawns in the world's messiest publicity stunt? One thing's for sure, this story isn't ending anytime soon, but I want to know what you think. Drop your theories in the comments, smash the like button, and subscribe, because trust me, the next twist in this saga is coming, and you don't want to miss it.